Today I'm turning this scrap into something I can use in my garden. Okay, everyone, this is the Outdoor Living Challenge hosted by Dawn at Shabby Meets Bling and LaVonne at Statement Designs. Here's some scrap wood that I had left over from a bed and an end table. I'm using the base of the end table as my foundation. I'm going to fill that with cement. And while the cement is still wet, I'm going to insert the spindles into the cement. I had to brace these while the cement hardened, and then I also used my level to make sure that the spindles were straight up and down. This is some scrap wood that I've had for a long time, and I was going to use these license plates for this project, but I decided against it, and I'm going to use that for a different project. You can see here that the previous owner had used this for some project that they had, and that there's pocket hole screws in the back. But I'm just going to fill that with some Bondo and press on. I'm going to connect these two with a 2x4 using thick and quick. And then I've already created pocket screws on the bottom of this, so I'm just going to go ahead and insert the screws and tighten them up. I know that's kind of hard to see, but this is the view where I'm tightening the screws and the pocket holes to get the frame put together. Here's my tip. Check out Home Depot's bargain bin because you'll find fence panels there, and often they're just a small flaw and you can use them for other projects. And this is cedar wood, which is perfect for outside. These pieces are going to be the sides of my frame. I'll attach these with glue first, and then I will add screws later to keep it secure. So this is what my finished project looks like before I start painting. Okay, so here's the finished project, except I don't really like the colors on this, and if I'm going to put this in my yard, it's going to have a different theme. I know some of you will probably disagree with me, but I really like steampunk, and that's where I'm going. I've always wanted to try faux bricks, so I'm going to add that to my project. If you know me, you know I love steampunk and I love all kinds of gears. This is a new stencil that I got that I haven't been able to try yet, so I'm going to do that on one side. I couldn't really see knocking the flowers off. They were already glued on, and these were made from clay. So what I did was I added some plumbing. Next, I added some gears and some faux metal panels. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay, it's all done, and now I'm ready for the primer, and this is going to look really good. And of course, I had to paint the base. I'm using copper-colored wax to bring out the detail in the design. I'm using antebellum blue to bring out that copper oxidation color. I also used the copper-colored wax on the flower, and I'm going to use it on the brick too to enhance it. And then there's just one final step to attach the top piece to the bottom frame. And while I really love this as a planter, I think I can do something even better. I want to turn this thing into a bird feeder. I really wanted an old rusty tin roof for my bird feeder, but since I couldn't find any of that, I went dumpster diving this morning for some cans. And this, if you've ever seen the Ginsu commercial where the knife cuts the can, this is not a Ginsu knife at all. These cans were disgusting beyond belief, so I soaked them for about an hour in Clorox to really clean them up. Few more fence panels in reserve that I had purchased at Home Depot a while back, and I'm going to use those for the top. I thought working with these aluminum cans would be more difficult than they actually were, but these aluminum cans are really thin and flimsy. I probably should have been wearing some leather gloves, but I didn't get any cuts, so there's that. But it was a lot easier than I thought, and it went pretty quick. Okay, I gotta admit, this did come out pretty good. All I did here was attach these top pieces with a couple of screws, and then I was done. Here's my scrap pile, and here's the final reveal. Thank you, Dawn and LaVonne, for hosting this outdoor living challenge. Please check out the playlist, and as always, thanks for watching.